Tallahassee police are searching for a suspect in a recent theft. Authorities say the woman you see here stole items from the Children's Place. No word on what she stole from that store. If you recognize her or have any information about the incident, you are asked to call the Tallahassee Police Department at 850-891-4200. I'm Erica Miles, and that's your WTXL News in 30.
And Tallahassee police have cleared the scene after reports of a gunman inside Chipotle on Appalachia Parkway earlier this morning. TPD says it placed several businesses on lockdown during their search, but ultimately found no suspect. WTXL ABC 27's Malcolm Hornsby has more.
Yeah, guys, I want to stress that TPD has given the all clear on was once an active scene at the Chipotle on Appalachia Parkway. As you see here behind me, TPD saying that they received a call around 7:30 this morning of a man with a handgun entering the Chipotle once again here on Appalachia Parkway. So for the next 90 minutes or so, authorities say they shut down the shopping area to investigate, even bringing in a robot to assess the scene. Now, we're told it wasn't until 9 o'clock this morning when authorities discovered the armed man to be a Brinks employee who was on scene to do a routine walkthrough of that restaurant. Crews saying when they originally reviewed that video, they saw the Brinks employee enter the Chipotle but didn't see him leave. So after reviewing it additional times, they were able to see him enter and leave the Chipotle. So once again, TPD saying there was no active shooter. It is all clear, but when they receive reports like this, it is better to be safe than sorry. Once again, all clear here at the Chipotle on Appalachia Parkway. That's the very latest here in Tallahassee. Malcolm Hornsby, WTXL, ABC 27.
A number of deputies are being trained this week for Project Lifesaver.
The program is designed to help monitor those who could go missing, like those with Alzheimer's. Citizens who enroll are given a small personal transmitter for their wrist or ankle that emits an individualized tracking signal. If the person wearing that device happens to wander off, caregivers can be notified, and they notify these newly trained deputies, and they'll be able to find their location. Recovery times for those who use the program average to be about 95% quicker.
$1,000 has been donated to help the victims of the Wakulla bus crash.
4 people were killed and dozens injured after a bus full of Haitian migrant workers and a semi collided on July 2nd.
Members of the Haitian community have come together to help the victims get back on their feet by translating for them and giving them clothing. The group Hope for Haiti is lending them a helping hand, raising $5,500 for the victims total.
Not only were 4 people killed and many seriously injured, there are families back in Haiti now that were relying on the money that is sent back by these migrant workers. So it's affected, dozens of lives, and we hope to have everybody back reunited with their family.
Some Tallahassee middle school students tried their hand in programming thanks to an 8-week pilot program at FAMU DRS.
It's all in collaboration with Domi Station and Codecraft Lab.
The program allowed the students to study the fundamentals of computer programming and coding. The students were exposed to different computer languages, cybersecurity, and other topics. Organizers say the pilot program was a big success, so big, in fact, they're hoping to work with community centers, elementary and middle schools all around the capital city to teach students these skills.
Computers aren't going anywhere, I think it's safe to say, and I think that the skills they learn here are going to be skills that they can keep applying to any classes they take in college and any careers they choose. So even if they want to be an artist or an architect or a computer programmer or a coder, I think that the skills that they start learning now, learning about computers, is going to help them.
New headquarters in Valdosta, Georgia to fight against violence. It's opening its doors as of yesterday. It's called Citizens Against Violence, named after a campaign.
The Valdosta Housing Authority, Police Department, and community members teamed up to make it happen.
The campaign was created by Pastor J.D. Martin in 2015 and focuses on working with the community to show ways to avoid violence and crime while building relationships between the public and law enforcement. The headquarters will hold public events, job fairs, and group sessions to spread the campaign's message. The pastor behind the program says it needs the support of the community to thrive.
And I want something to happen, and it's going to happen. I have a passion for that. Everybody in this program is a volunteer, which is super. Volunteer in that time. We ask you just give us 1 hour a week to get a part in this. We can make a difference. Don't buy into that. Nothing can be done. Don't buy into that. Something can be done. We care about the people in this community. This is their headquarters.
It's a start. It's a beginning of a change, and I think this will definitely make a difference, especially for this community, to have on-site counseling when you have issues, and also have a facility where the police officers are using the facility.
A man is in critical condition after a crash in Suwannee County. It happened last night around 10:30 on US 90. Authorities say the driver, Isaac Johnson III, turned into Walker Avenue when Martin Gonzalez ran out in front of his SUV. Gonzalez was taken to a nearby hospital. Johnson was not injured, nor word yet on if any charges will be filed. I'm Erica Miles, and that's your WTXL News in 30. Tallahassee police estimate around 80,000 visitors will head to Doak Campbell Stadium. Football fans are encouraged to use Stadium or Macomb to Pensacola to enter the stadium from the north. Eastern traffic should use Pensacola or Gaines. West traffic should also use Pensacola or Tennessee. Use Lake Bradford Road for traffic coming towards Doak Campbell Stadium from the south. I'm Erica Mouse, and that's your WTXL News in 30.